Hey, welcome to Unpack Radio. I'm your host, Norris Pope Johnson, and we are ready to love.
Ready to love.
I think that's the best way to put it. We are ready to love.
Yes.
First lady, who do we have coming on the show right now?
Tonight, we have Miss Denice Smith, better known as Denice Noir, from season 2, Ready to Love.
Okay, and we have a bio for her. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear this thing. Let's go.
Okay. Miss Denice R. Smith, also known as Denice Noir, is an American model, actress, and producer. Denice has displayed her many talents for 5 consecutive years on showcases such as R.I.P. The Runway, which aired on BET in New York City. Denice's passion for acting and modeling inspired her to become a New York resident, where in addition to being continuously involved in magazine shoots and fashion runways, she also landed a brief role in the popular television series Law and Order. Denice also coaches kids and builds their self-esteem. Denice was born in Houston, Texas, and blessed with a naturally athletic physique and a fiery spirit, ready to face the camera lens. After graduating and completing a scholarship-given education to Grambling State University, Denice swiftly moved to New York City. This move to the fashion and entertainment capital jump-started her career. Life in New York wasn't always easy, though. For a time, Denice became homeless, but possessed a willingness to keep going and follow her dreams. In 2010, Denice decided to move to LA to find her niche. During this time, creativity took over, and she created various TV series such as The Real Hollywood Grind and Blocks. Things were evolving and changing at a great pace for her. In 2016, Denice found herself in a relationship that suddenly became abusive after only 6 months of dating. The impact of the relationship took a great toll on Denice's life. Denice lost everything all over again and was back at phase 1 and ready to revamp her mind, body, spirit, and her career. After moving back to Texas with support and love from family and friends, Denice became empowered to begin to heal from within, gaining back that strength and zest to cultivate greatness. Recently, Denice aired on the hit TV series on Oprah Winfrey's own network, Ready to Love. She is thankful for the opportunity. Given the opportunity, Denice sure can not only display the knowledge and skills she has gained, but also unleash her true potential. Denice currently resides in Houston, Texas, where she is successfully networking with different parts of the world and successfully expanding her brand.
Hey, all you dudes out there, my baby can read well. See, get you a smart woman. Are we ready, Trump, or are we still on standby? We're still on standby. So, hey, let's do a recap because we watched the show. Ooh. I thought it was interesting. We watch it on a weekly basis. I'm with all the giggles. What were your thoughts on Ready to Love when you brought me into this world? Because I knew nothing about this show. So
no, I think you came in with me because this show just took me by surprise to see 20 people, 10 males, 10 females, try to find love in a short amount of time. And you literally had to network. You really had to do some talking to see what these people were about and to see what you liked, what worked for you, what won't work for you. And see if this person is ready to love. Can you see yourself with this person down the road? Can you build together? What was your thoughts when you watched it?
To be honest, I don't know. I kind of caught reality TV with the craziness of like Flavor of Love and all the other shows where I never really saw the people actually beyond the show. And I was kind of looking at it with the side eye. because I was like, I don't know what to expect from this show, because normally it's a lot of drama, like overwhelming drama, like people in fights, people throwing glass at each other, people like literally in knockdown, drag out wars. I will give Owen and Tommy and everybody else involved with the show, Will Packer, credit, because I didn't see much of that going on during the show.
Absolutely.
They did have their disputes, but they wasn't handled with physical violence. And I appreciate that about the show, because we always watch these shows and always say, I like to see, even if you don't find love, at least some type of positive image that people can kind of look back on and be like, hey, you didn't find who you were looking for, but you didn't embarrass yourself just to be on TV.
Absolutely.
And I remember like the Flavor Love days, a lot of people did a lot of embarrassing things. And I'm pretty sure if they look back on it now, they like, what the hell was I thinking during that time? And I'm happy to see that all the times that we watched the show, so far, no one can say I completely embarrassed myself.
Right. And I think they can hold their head up high, because a lot of them did it with dignity and class. You know, and you had a lot of professionals, and that's the one thing I like about it. You know, you had a lot of professionals, you had a lot of hardworking people on here, and it just shows the way that you are supposed to date. You know, it's nothing wrong with moving around, dating multiple people, trying to figure out what works for you. You know, and what you like. And to me, I mean, that to me was a genius way to do this, because you have 10 men, 10 women, and you moving around trying to see, do I like this person? Do they have what it takes for me to be ready to love them? I mean, that was a good concept of the show. Very good concept. And the first season was in a whole different city, and then they moved this to Houston, and it was just, like I said, it was just an awesome show. You know, you just saw a lot. You just saw how people date, how people talk to each other, how people, kind of make you look back at some of your relationships and say, I met a guy that had some of those characteristics, So it was a genius show.
Okay. How did you feel about the whole them being on the ranch style that they had going on? Because I know you've seen it from when they dating in the streets to then a national pandemic happened. They got to figure things out. So they go to the ranch, and it's just them by themselves without the pressures of the outside world. Do you think that made a difference, or you just...
Well, I mean, I think it made a difference because you're right there. It's right in your face. It's not like, you come to a setting and then you go home. It wasn't that. It's like you all were right there living together, and you saw the men and the women. So, and you saw some of the jealousies that came out, like if you were interested in somebody and you saw them talking to the man you were interested with, and some of them, you saw the claws come out. I mean, even though they tried to keep it classy, you could still see some of that comes out. And that was with the men and the women. You know what I mean? Because you like what you like. But, like I said, because of that setting, everybody's trying to date. Everybody's trying to see who they're going to connect with. But I like the idea of it being in one setting on that ranch, instead of just being all over the place and everybody is home, or you coming out to meet each other. I mean, I thought that was a very good concept.
Interesting. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back.
Welcome
now,
back.
As we was discussing the world of reality TV, like I said, I really haven't seen a decent show in quite some time. Now, I will agree some of the shows that Owen and Will Packer have been putting out have been pretty decent, where we don't look like complete fools. But sometimes I do love to live for the drama. I miss the old Flavor Flav days where he is like some girl made him like a raw chicken and all types of other crazy stuff. So I wish we could have back those days sometimes. Every once in a while, I just want to see a little bit of chaos. You know what I mean? But I haven't seen it so far.
So you've never seen any episodes of Ready to Love?
I've seen we watch it together. We do have our possible moments where we like, I can't believe what I just saw, but I don't see nothing so crazy to the point I'm just like, what the hell are these people doing? So you're more in the show than me. What did you feel on day one, first episode? How did you feel about the show? Did you like, this is complete foolishness?
Well, no, I mean, I think it showed us in a good light. And I will say this, as they did the introductions of the cast that was going to be on that season. Woo! You know, even for the 10 men, I looked at the men that they were introducing to, you know, to be on the show for Ready to Love. And you know, there was a few that made me go, okay, I could date them if I was single. And there was a few that I'm like, nah, I can't see it. I can't see it. Some didn't have a personality, and some did have a personality, and then every now and then you found one with a big ego, you know. So you got a variety of things from this show. But again, I mean, I think they showed us in a good light on how we date and who we date and all these different personalities and how we kind of connect to each other. So no, I didn't get the ratchetness from this show. I didn't see the fights. You didn't see the hair pulling. You didn't see that. You saw 20 professional people trying to figure it out.
Unfortunately, I was hoping for that. Unfortunately, secretly, I was hoping for like that moment where like they go in a room, it's like 25 people, is only 15 beds, and somebody try to fight you over their bed, and then the flavor of love ask you what happened, and the little ghetto chick say she tried to take my bed, so I hit her in the head. So secretly, no. I was just hoping. No. But I did get to see successful people date, because you got people in their 40s, they done been through all the situations, right. They tired of the games, and they're ready to find someone to settle down with.
Right.
And I truly appreciated the concept of this, but me, I was like, yeah, I want to see somebody do something crazy, and nobody did nothing like outlandish, from my point of view.
No, but then, like I said, you also saw what other people's requirements were. You know, there was actually a young lady on the show who felt like the man is responsible for paying all the bills.
I remember that young lady. Yeah, I remember that situation.
And in reality, the world we live in today, that may not be possible.
My man hit her with the real. He was like, I'm thinking, you talking about my man, Chris with a K.
Right.
And he was pretty much like, I'm a radio personality and I'm local. He probably had a local radio personality. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here in Atlanta, Southern State. I'm going to give you $65,000 a year.
Right.
Be fair, 65. Mm-hmm. Just as one local station, you probably making more than that. But that type of position, you cannot afford with $65,000 a year, maybe if he was making that much, to pay all the bills by yourself. And this is your career. You don't do nothing else. You ain't got no other side hustles. You ain't got no other side money coming in. This is it. And you want me to take care of you and myself with just this type of money.
Pretty much.
It's not going to happen. Now, there are some people in some great financial situations that can probably do this, but most of those people have already found their wife, or they found someone who's younger than 40-something years old to marry.
Right.
Shout out to, that's something what Kevin Samuels will probably tell these women. Shout out to you, sir. Shout out to you, sir, because he does live in a world of reality. But at the end of the day, when you're 42 years old, you cannot just roll up to some man and say, I want you to take care of me. I'm just like, that's putting yourself in a bad position, because you're almost like a child. Because you like, I want you to take care of me and give me an allowance or pay all the bills, and then you put yourself in a bad position. Now, I would agree, don't marry no bum, but at the end of the day, you got to keep reality. Where are we living in where we expect people to take care of us?
Well, I think a lot of women, some I don't want to say all, but quite a few of them are still looking at when grandma and granddad back in the day when granddad went to work and took care of the family. But we're not living in those times now. We're living in different times where things cost and they are more expensive. So the man may not, depending on the job that he has, be able to take care of the household, the insurance for the cars, the car notes. Because at the end of the day, what is the woman taking care of?
I don't know. You know, the a lawyer just now said that she has her own podcast and she's on Real Housewives of New York. Ebony K. Williams just now said on the Breakfast Club, I'm going to give you everything you need.
Right.
I'm going to cater to all your needs. But at the end of the day, I'm not paying no mortgage. So I'm just like, maybe in her position, because she's educated, she already got her money together. The type of dude she dating is not going to be the trash man. But most dudes on your level have already found their wife. So what on your level, how are you going to find someone to be able to take care of you on your level? Because you already making 100 plus a year. So on your level, making 100 plus a year, who are you going to be able to find who's single and not crazy to take care of all your needs?
But then you got to ask yourself, are you marrying for love or are you marrying for money?
She marrying for money, sound like to me.
Because at this point, you're looking for someone just to take care of you or match your match. You know, that's the thing. And you're right. Sometimes you may not meet someone on that level. I mean, there was a time I knew women that actually went to frequent places to actually meet ballers. So, you know, that's how it is. But right now, we want to bring Miss Denice Noir to the podcast.
Hey.
Hello,
I'm trying to get this together, y'all.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm fabulous. Just got through with my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. Am I looking right or do it look like I'm looking weird?
You're always looking right. Always.
Okay. Okay. How are you guys? Thank you for having me.
No, welcome for joining us. We have been so excited to see you.
Thank you. Excuse me. I'm in the car. I'm on the way to something, and I'm like, I gotta make my appointment, y'all. Let me figure this out.
No, that's okay. We're glad that you took a minute out to talk to us. But my husband loves you. That's all he has talked about. Denice. And can we tell him what we do all the time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we walk around the house, Miss Denice.
What's up?
You should have trademarked this. We walk around our house and tell each other, keep it cute.
It is trademark. If you go to my website, you can.
I know that's right. There you go. That is our saying there. We got that from you. That I kid you not. That was forever.
If you would like to wear it, you can go to www.denicenoir.com and capture your own Keep It Cute shirt.
I know that's right.
I know that's right. Now let's kind of start from the beginning. What made you want to do this show in the first place? How did they talk you into it?
Well, you know, doing Ready to Love, first and foremost, I want to say it was a wonderful experience. I just had the opportunity, and I'm not going to lie, I think one of my friends entered me into this, and I just got this phone call saying, hey, we'd love for you to be a part of Ready to Love. And I was like, what? I just seen the show. I was sitting down on the couch with my mom a year ago watching season 1. So for them to call me, it was like, okay, Denice, go ahead and shoot your shot. Go ahead and, you know, I'm an actress as well. So I took it for both things. You know, I'm open and also, you know, put my foot in the dough. You already know.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So when that first day on the set, were you nervous?
Well, I can honestly say Denice doesn't get nervous easily.
Okay.
But I was nervous. I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know the type of guys that are going to be there. And I didn't know if, you know, if I was that cup of tea.
I know that's right.
It came out to be some chocolate milk, so it's all right.
Absolutely.
Now, my first question is, How do you think the show, once you finish the show, do you have any regrets on how the show turned out? Are you proud of the product they put out there?
Well, I can say that in the beginning I was kind of confused because I was like, well, that's not what I was saying, but that's not what I meant, and that's not what the direction I'm going. But they need to make a television show, so I just took it for what it was. Some things I wasn't pleased with because that's not my character and that's not my moral code. But I'm a big girl, so I had to take it. This is what I signed up for. I went in being open, and you get what you get. You get what you
Right, right. Because
get.
when we
Yeah.
watched the episode with the situation with Rashad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Rashid?
Rashid, right? Okay, got the wrong name, but we kind of figured out what you meant by that, But in the beginning, the show kind of made it seem like something totally different. But I
Well,
like how you cleared that up.
yes. Well, here's the deal. When we're dating, there's certain characteristics that are familiar, to you, but you give yourself the benefit of a doubt. Like, what, Denice, you might be tripping. This might be, you might be da 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 da. So make sure that that's not what what you assume is not. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, you're
Right.
not placing your old baggage with somebody else new.
That
And there was certain emphasis where I was just like, okay, no. But then you gotta still, it's production, and I'm not blaming it on production. You just, we got that third eye, and it is what it is.
right. What you see.
Yeah, because it.
You see what you see, you mesh with who you can mess with. And I don't think we spent enough time together, and it was already like action, boom, right when we met each other. So we had to just put our foot in it and go for it.
Yeah, 'cause that could have been like an hour conversation, and we only saw like 5 minutes.
Right. We
Because
just kind of see.
so, how long really are you spending time with these people? And because we only get to see like a clip, or we only get to see the reaction, and we're all at home like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. So how long really do you get to spend
Yeah.
time with these actual people you're spending time with?
Well, we we spent some time. I don't think we spent enough time together with each other for us to really get to know each other. Like I said, we were out there for a good 3 or 4 weeks. And that's not enough time to really get to know someone. So we just, did what we did. It's very difficult to try to, answer that because we still don't know each other. We don't know each other. So we
Right.
just have to do.
Are there any cast members that you still talk to after the show wrapped up?
There were a few. Like I said, we all have our lives, and we just do our daily things. When I see them, I'll speak, or if they see me, they'll speak. And it's not really, I don't know about this old RTL family or whatever, but if you thought about smashing me, we ain't family. If I thought about smashing you, we not family. So I don't know where people get that from.
Right.
Being close.
Right.
So we're just there.
Right.
Well, maybe I could be kissing cousins or something.
We ain't in the country now.
Now, my next question is: you had two options. After a while, you were down to your final two options. What made you pick those last two options, and what did you see in those two men?
Those last two options were the only fit for me.
Hmm.
I thought, they're both athletes. They're both, family driven, of course. One has a personality that I'm attracted to. The other one has a spiritual personality that I am also attracted to. So it was difficult trying to figure out which one was the best fit for me. Because they're both great guys. At that time, listen, I just had to pretend I had two guys and I had to get chicken for both.
Hmm.
So Those were my only options, and those are the only ones I think I was tall. I was tall enough for, besides Rashid. So I'm a big girl. I'm like 5'10", so you got to be like 6-footed up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Denice, I know at the time of the show you was a track and field coach. What are you doing now?
I am still a track and field coach. I coach shot put, discus, javelin, and sometimes the hammer when kids are going, into college, because that's what I did at Grambling State University.
Right.
But I'm also, like I said, I'm an entertainer. I'm a model, actress. I'm a content creator. I create content for TV and film. I've created 3 TV shows. I'm a model. I've been published in Essence, The Source magazine, Voyage magazine. So I'm constantly getting, modeling gigs, and now more acting gigs. People are intrigued.
Right.
So, the sky's the limit. Oh, right now, I am the new host of W Hot's Celebrity Super Bowl Boat Cruise. And we are coming to a city near you. The first stop is Chicago, and we are taking over Chicago. So look for us come September 17th, 18th, and 19th. We will be in Chicago. We're going to take over Chicago. Yes, the WI Celebrity Boat Cruise is the next thing that's smoking. We are going to Belize.
The sky's the limit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Denice, did you have any? I don't want to call them beasts, but did you have any situations with any of the ladies and you just like, I can't stand this person?
Did I have a situation where I can't stand a person? What do you mean?
Like, I know, like, we kind of see like a little bit of the backstabbing and stuff going behind the scenes. Did you ever have to put anybody to the side, like, hey, I'm not the one for this?
Actually, on the show, all of the ladies got along. We got along. There was no issues. There was no, I'm jealous of you or anything. I just think it was just certain situations that were beyond our control that I think me personally, I think I could have done differently. So it wasn't really, it wasn't no drama or no mess. But, I mean, at least not with me. Shit, they scared of me. I don't know why.
Well, when they keep it cute, I would be too.
And let me clarify something with that. And I'm not going to go into much because I'm away from my next project to do my tell-all. I've been keeping quiet for so long. But a lot of my phrases are really me.
Right.
Keep it cute is me. I say that for real. And it is what it is. It's me for real.
Right.
So,
I love
it. Let me just say that.
I love it. And I read in your bio how they say you motivate kids and things like that. Can you kind of speak on that? Like, I know you're the track and field coach, but is there anything else that you're doing with kids?
Yes. Well, within the track community, I help kids with their self-esteem. Some kids who don't feel like they are accepted or they're not good enough. I let them know I was a product of that. I was once a child that, my skin color, I was insecure. I was doing shot put. I was the only dark-skinned girl in some certain situations and I just keep them motivated. Like, listen, through shot put, through discus, through track, you can be whoever you want to be. You want to be great, you go out there and be great. We just, build up the confidence to let them know that they are enough.
Absolutely.
And I think I use, and I think that's important right now because children need guidance. They need some type of support.
Right.
And what's going on in society today, we need it in every way imaginable. In the streets, in the club, in the track, in everything. Just be yourself, and you're enough.
Absolutely.
I have a kid, and here goes a story. This is a true story. I have a little boy that I coach in shot put, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has like a messed up arm. Like it's not mess, it's, a special arm. And he would always feel like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Man, we've been practicing with him with that right hand, and he is so determined to, at least do like 15 feet or 10 feet. He keeps getting up over and over and over. And that's what we still instill in our kids. Like, you mess up, get back up and do it again. Just because you're different doesn't mean anything.
Right.
And I kid you not, he went to one track meet and placed second. Oh my God, that was like the best feeling in the world.
Oh, that's amazing.
That was like the best feeling in the world, because he remembered what I said in the back of his head. Like, she said I can do it. She said I was great. And he went out there and did it. So that's what we instill in our kids. Like, just keep going.
No, that's awesome, because we have so many babies around here that nobody breathes life into them. So that's awesome. I'm glad to hear you're doing that. And
thank you.
That is really special, especially when you get to see someone achieve greatness.
Absolutely. And don't give up.
The look on their face.
Yeah. Just to, like you said, just to take an inch, where he started from, and look where he is now. Baby steps. That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
I love to hear that.
Absolutely. Just you are enough. Yes.
That is amazing. That is something special. Sweet Pea, your next question.
I guess, when I read your bio, you've been through some things, and I know you talked about the abusive relationship that you've been in as well. It's like, how did you survive that? Because a lot of women don't know how to survive and when to leave, and some don't get the opportunity to.
Right. Well, what I did was, it's just your discernment, your woman intuition. Sometimes we put ourselves in situations that we don't know that's going to happen.
Right.
And in our mind, women, we're optimistic. We think of the best thing. Like, you know what, I'm going to get with my boo. We finna do this, we finna do that, it's going to be this and that. Right. And then the representative is gone. And then now you're stuck with this person. Right. And so how do you get out of it? You have to use your discernment. Just know this is not what you asked for. You don't deserve abuse, so you have to look inside of yourself and know that I'm not deserving of any kind of abuse, and I need to get the hell out.
Right.
It has to get that deep for you to know that I need to get out in that moment.
Right.
Second guessing yourself is not an option. Feeling insecure is not an option. That's when you need to reverse that and say, I don't deserve none of this, and leave.
Right.
And I was there.
Jeez Louise. Miss Denice, what are your current dating requirements?
My current dating requirements is be loving, loyal, compassionate, trustworthy. Of course, be fun. And, I can go on and on about a list about, the guy that I want and what I need in my life. It's just somebody who fits. You may not be perfect, but I want you to just be perfect for me. Whoever God desires for me, that's who I want. I'm not rushing myself. I'm not rushing it, but I am open. I'm open. So I'm just open.
When you had those down to the two choices that you had on Ready for Love, could you have actually seen yourself with one of them in the future?
That's a good question.
Because it's a short time frame. So could you have really seen yourself walking away happy ever after, like this is it?
Knowing what I know now, no.
Okay.
Knowing what I know now, no.
Okay.
And that is the realest answer I can give.
Absolutely. Because that's the thing. It's like we see the reunion, but then after the reunion, now what? Unless we see a post on social media, we don't know where everyone is and what they're doing and what has become of their life and who ended up together.
Right. I think, some people are private. They live a private life, and they took this opportunity to expand their business, or B, to actually, or A or B, to
Right.
actually be open and to expand their brand. So with the intention of finding love, it's possible.
Right.
You know, I can only speak for me. My intentions were to be as authentic and open. And if one of these guys match with me, then we'll take it off camera.
Okay.
So, and I just want to be clear. No, Denice did not get eliminated. I eliminated myself.
Exactly.
Because I know that's been the jig of the whole thing. That's right. They both of them didn't. No, I told both of them the same thing. You guys just didn't see it.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
I chose
explain
myself.
the process of putting yourself out there for the world to see you dating, and how did that make you feel to look back on it all?
How
Some of
did
the
say
comments
I'm
that
sorry.
people, well, you had yourself out there for the public to see in the dating world, and a lot of people either praised you or scrutinized you. How did you feel with some of those comments that were not so pleasing?
In this business, you have to have thick skin. And like I said, I've been in this industry for 15 years. I've been told no so many times.
Okay.
And told me I wasn't good enough so many times. So the emotion is the same, is similar when I hear someone say something negative or something bad. I just retreat back into that same feeling of I don't care.
Yeah, you almost want to have that, like you said, a tough skin, because some people can't take that.
You have to have tough skin. But when it got out of hand, I had an email. Someone said I should be ashamed of myself, and I deserve to be slapped if you ever come in my city. Something like that. When it got out of hand, that's when I reached out to Nephew Tommy and was like, I don't deserve death threats, and I don't deserve being threatened like this, knowing that this is a television show.
Right.
Entertainment. So, if it get out of hand, then that's when I'll get pissed. But other than that, calling me whatever, calling me a liar and everything, they don't know what went on behind the scenes, but stay tuned.
Right.
That's clearly a person that's not living in reality if they go to those extremes to threaten someone because of a show where you don't even know this person. You only get to see like 15 minutes of a 10-hour conversation
Right.
that we may or may not have had. That is totally insane. And that sounds like some player club virus stuff and like literally somebody like trying to creep in your bushes type stuff. I will hope that y'all got some good security out there because I will be concerned.
Right.
How is it?
Okay.
No, go ahead, Denise. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't important. Go ahead.
No, how is it for you now? Are you able to be you? Go to the grocery store. How is it?
A little bit. Now it's starting to be like, okay, I need somebody with me. In the beginning, I think people they didn't know how to approach me, or they didn't know what to say, or if I was mean or nice or anything. But now they're like, oh my God, I watched it. I binge watched. I love you. That's right. So people are now starting to, to binge watch and see, like, you was for real. You was a cool chick. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. I get the skinny dipping comments all the time.
Oh yes, the pool scene. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I kid you not. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can do that. But hats off to her.
Hey, I'm an advocate for loving the skin you in, baby. And I'm bold, black, and beautiful. And yeah.
I know that.
Okay with it.
Wow, she did it.
The production was like, oh, that's my girl. She gonna do it. She gonna do it. Please, Denise, do it. Do it. And I'm like, hey, you only live once, okay? I've never skinny dipped ever in my life. And I said, you know what, Denise? I'm not gonna be no sore loser, and I'm going to take this bet. If I got a skinny dip, fine. But the cool thing is that Anthony was a good trooper. He did it with me. And
Right,
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, he did it with me. And he got that spunk. He got that over the edge with me too. So I was pleased about that. He did it with me.
But all I can say is I love this show because it was just a lot of beautiful, positive Black people. And
Yeah,
I kid you not, every week I could not wait to see what happens next.
that's right. That's right.
What is Denise gonna do this week? What is going on?
That's right. That's right.
But it's like you all drew us in, and like I said, it was a positive thing. Like some people have all these negative shows out, but with Ready to Love, it was just so positive, and you could
Yeah.
see the support that a lot of you all have for each other, which was
Yeah.
really
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice to see. I mean, not the crazy shows that you normally would see in the
right,
reality world,
right,
but something a little bit more positive where you kind of get to see the relationship play out and hopefully build to something in the future.
right,
And I
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal, right? That's what, we hope for. That you find love, but it's not, ready to love and leave with a boo. It's ready to see if you're ready to love. Not necessarily that
absolutely,
person, but if you're open enough, if you're ready. I mean,
right,
I'm ready. I just don't know if they were there.
mm,
absolutely,
that is true. It is
yeah.
hard to find
I'm
love.
still on my quest to find my boo,
Your king is out there, and he will
my
find you
king.
one
Yes,
day soon.
yes.
Now, this is a good question. You think it's going to be more difficult to find love? Now you're out here in the public.
Mm.
So now this guy's going to have to move on your level. So is it going to be more difficult to find love in a position that you're in now?
Yes, it is. Because you want someone that's equally yoked as you,
Right,
as intelligent, as, just say on the same frequency. And, I have to be careful now because I don't want to get these fake representatives.
Mm,
Because I am a mushy person. I'm so sweet. I'm so loving. And I'm enchanted. And I'm about everything love. I don't want someone to come in and try to manipulate it and try to
wow,
say, yeah, I'm all in, I'm this, and this, and that, but then you end up being somebody different. So I'm open for authentic connections. I'm open for that.
right.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
First lady.
No, and I can understand what you're saying because at one point, when just say you weren't on TV, people would look at Denise. Now, like you said, are they looking at Denise the person, Denise the reality star, Denise the producer? It's like it's going to be harder sometimes, but I know you can, like you said, you have your discernment if he loves you for you. And it seemed like it's much harder in the entertainment industry to really find someone that loves you for you or what you have or where you can take them to.
Mm,
Right. Yes. It is difficult. I find myself, if they don't really know me or they don't know
Mhm.
anything about me, I
Right,
find myself being like, oh, yes, I'm a coach. And
right,
then leave it at that and then get them, and get to know me and stuff like that. But if they just so happen to see me, I'm like, dang, okay, so I'm going to call you back.
right.
Not saying no, but dang, I wanted to be the one to tell you so you wouldn't go, you know, because that YouTube, woo-wee, that YouTube is out of there.
I'm pretty sure you had most of the most interesting moments on the show.
Yes. I mean, I think looking back, I was in every episode, every commercial.
Yes. They had your face out there and they owe you a great thank you.
Yeah, they do. They
You
sure do. They sure do.
Now, do you still keep up with your last two options and do y'all still speak or you just like once it's done, it's done?
Well, you got to stay tuned. I can't be telling you all
I
that.
know that
I see you blushing over there though.
Can't spill the
I see
tea.
you blushing over there though. I see the cheeks are popping right now.
Get out of my business. No. I haven't really spoken to Calfani. Calfani is, he's a bodybuilder. He's a muscle man Dan. So, he's out there doing his thing. But he did speak in through Instagram and say happy birthday. Anthony, he said happy birthday to me. He matched my 40. I was doing like a Cash App match my 40 type thing because I just turned 40.
Right.
And that's about it. I
Somebody
speak to David sometimes. David is getting ready to do my birthday party. He's getting ready to cook some seafood. So, all the boys.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, somebody got to blush though. That's all I'm saying. Somebody got those sheets glowing. All right, First Lady, we got.
I ain't stunned about you. You ain't finna. Who you think got me blushing? Who you think it is?
I don't know. It might be the new cast.
It may be neither one of the two.
It might be somebody new from the new cast. It may be because I seen you at the little gathering with the new cast, and everybody was there chilling. You working?
Where you see me?
I was speaking. So it could be. It could. Somebody on the new.
Where you see me at?
Match your fly.
Who match your fly?
On the new cast.
On season 4, who matched my fly? Who you think?
The new cast?
Who matched?
Man, that's a tough one right there. It's kind of like I'm in shape. And nobody was in immaculate good shape on the new cast.
Girl, let me tell you what. I like guys that are, I don't want to say regular built, but they don't have to have all that extra muscle and be all big and extra like that. Cause I love cushion. I want to cuddle. If I want to cuddle, I want to, I want to get in there. So It's not, I don't need all that extra over the top muscle. I want you to have some muscle. I want you to be all right, but I don't want you to be too much. So keep that in mind.
Oh, I don't know about this season.
I don't know. What do you think, Sweet Pea? What do you think could match her fly?
I don't know.
Because a lot of people was kind of forgettable.
It's only one Miss Denice now. They got to keep up with her. So I don't know who can match her fly on that season.
Hopefully it wasn't the dude that would offer you the trips and kiss on your cheek.
Oh, Lord, not that one.
I don't think I'm tall enough. I don't think he's tall enough.
He kisses everyone.
All this kissing. What's up with all this kissing?
Did you get off a trip? Did you get off a trip, Denise? Did you get off a trip, Denise? Did somebody offer you?
What's up with all of this kissing? That's my thing.
Everybody got a kiss.
Everybody got a kiss.
You didn't see me kissing out one person on camera, so I'm gonna say that.
Notice she said on camera.
Right.
Yeah, you got to peek between the lines.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
First Lady.
Oh wow. So Denice, all I would say this is that you the people that you have around you, that support you. I know you I've talked to your manager. Awesome. She is so sweet as pie. Who are the people that you keep close to you because of your fame now?
I keep the people as just an energy. I don't really gravitate to just everybody. Right. Because energy is transferable and I want my energy to be clean and pure. Like I said, I have no drama right now. I have nothing but peace and just, so the people that are in my life now, they've been in my life. Okay. She's a newbie, but she's my girl. Okay. It's my girl. We're headed to the game. We're actually here, but I wanted to finish with you. Okay. So I just have a good five people in my life. I've known majority of them 25 years. So
okay. Oh, that's awesome. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, the circle.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Denice. My final question is, what advice do you have for me and the First Lady and DC Baddest? Because we're just now entering the space of putting ourselves out there to the public. And one day it may get to the streams where we're out there and people actually know who we are. So what advice would you give us?
After this interview, they definitely gonna know who you are.
So what advice would you give us about being out there in the public?
My question is, how are you wanting to be out there in the public?
Ah,
You got to know how you want to be.
I want to be the one podcast, hopefully, in the world. Hopefully, I can make a difference, though, with the podcast, because I truly believe that I was blessed with a hardship and I can help someone. And one of these days, I would love to get my full story, but I got to keep all my government clearances. So you got to have to wait.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, just want to change people's lives.
The best advice that I can give is just remain authentic, remain being a wonderful person, and do everything with love. If you want to help kids, start a foundation, start a track team, start something, start giving away backpacks for a week. Just something to where people can start. And I pay for my advice. People pay for my advice, but I'm gonna go and get this one out.
right.
I guess because they know I'm a content creator. Okay. Just pretty much do things to be of service in the community. Like I was saying, give backpack giveaway, do fundraisers, start going out to different events and start doing interviews on the spot, making it funny, start doing funny videos. You guys are a husband and wife team. Start doing funny stuff with the radio with the wife. Start getting in tune. And that way people will start see you making a difference. And you can get more traction, get sponsors. Hey, we would love for you to sponsor our water bottles. Oh, okay. We can give the water bottles out to the kids on the track, just some sponsoring. And that way, I guess you guys can go iHeartRadio or something. People would start noticing you and start hearing you.
Oh, thank you for your great advice.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, tell you what, Miss Denice, please tell the audience, where can they find you and everything that you're doing?
You can find me at, let's do Instagram, Denice Noir 21. That's DENICE NOIR 21. You can go to my website, www.denicenoir.com. You can find me on Facebook, Denice Noir. Like Denice, you type in Denice Noir, you can pretty much pull me up. And that's where you can find me. And if you're in these Houston streets and you pull up on me.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, Miss Denice, first and foremost, thank you for coming on this show. We appreciate you because it's always inspiring to me when I had this dream, and I never thought that it would get to this point. And I'm proud of the journey, and I'm happy that you gave us this opportunity because we're small. You could have went anywhere.
I know.
Just told this story to anyone and probably sold it to them for a bunch of money. Yeah. So I appreciate you doing this out of the kindness of your heart and sitting here for an hour or so, giving us your time.
No problem. I'm always here to be a blessing to others because someone was a blessing to me. And if this helps you in any way, I've done my job, my honorable duty to you.
Oh, thank you so much. No and you problem. All enjoy the game.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
With a quote, and there's only one quote that we can end this with, Sweet Pea.
There's only one quote we can ever end this podcast. We got unpacked and unleashed, and we're going to always keep it cute.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you so much. And you all have a good one. And blessings, continue blessings to you.
No problem. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, thanks. I love that.
Great interview.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
On that note, we're going to wrap this up because we have date night after this. So we'll see you next week on Unpack where we have Kimberly. It's your booking. So who do we have coming in?
We have Mr. Lonnie Spry, who's wrote 3 wonderful books. And he will be here on July the 23rd at 7 p.m. to let you know everything he has been doing in the DMV and outside of the DMV. But just stay tuned. We will be promoting the show, and we will show you flyers. And I kid you not, Lonnie, my boy, Suitland's own. Stay tuned.
And we're going back to the hood with Bam 640. So I believe he got an album coming out. So we're going to talk about his album. That's going to be from 8 to 9. Once again, shout out to Brenda Williams, because those 340 views are amazing. We appreciate you. And we always thank our guests for coming on Unpack Radio. See you next time on Unpack Radio. Salute.
Bless.